we doing today?
So we have to film this immersive tech video. I figured we could start with just a definition of what immersive technology is. So Devin, what is immersive technology?
I would say that immersive technology is technology that one immerses themselves into. What would you say it is?
I don't actually know what it is. So maybe we should look this up before we do this part of the video. Maybe it might be easier if we like try out some of the equipment and
Sample
like
it.
just
Yeah.
figure it out as we go.
Yeah. Wait. Which one? Nope. Okay.
It was just telling me to look at the apps thing. So it
I
was.
think that like little dashboard guy, yeah.
Yeah. What should I not be doing right now?
Am I gonna die? Yes. Wait, what do I do though?
I got nothing.
Many of us in childhood, depending on how old you are, had Viewmasters when we were kids, and Viewmasters were like, you know, this wonderful way to be able to see all your favorite cartoons in 3D, to be able to sort of experience this idea of like, you know, to see something in 3D was always very exciting. In the 1950s, they made like 3D movies where you would have, you know, polarized lenses, and once in a while they still make a 3D movie these days. And the technology is largely the same. What's happened over the last 30 years with technology is that it's made it possible for us to have transportive experiences that are not limited to having to be in a particular space. And so what's possible now is to be fully immersed in either an alternate reality or a mixed reality.
To be placed inside of an art piece. It can be a world, a scene, an emotion, a story, an event. And what makes digital immersive art really special is the breakdown of the frame, right? Like the visual edge. There no longer is a visual edge. You're truly inside of the art.
When we talk about VR and AR, for instance, VR is virtual reality. It is a fully immersed experience where you wear a helmet and you are transported entirely into an alternate space. And then AR is augmented reality. And so augmented reality is an experience where you are still in the place that you are physically occupying, except there are like 3D objects and experiences that are overlaid onto your existing reality.
The augmented reality, you know, is accessible through your phone, and it breaks the analog and digital divide where you can start to see digital information with laid on top or composited on top of your normal reality. Where virtual reality is essentially a way for you to perceive perspective and depth within a virtual space. So you literally are immersed with a headset.
And then with the metaverse or virtual reality, physics is just out the window. You can scale yourself 1,000 times bigger or smaller, flip your world upside down, really transcend our current understanding of what it's like to exist in a space. You don't need a floor anymore. You can fly. You can truly live in a dream world or something. I don't know.
One of the ways artists execute this task is they will use something called projection mapping. Projection mapping is a process where an artist will take multiple projectors and they will project their concepts with either within a gallery space or on large or small public buildings, and the concepts will begin to animate and begin to move, and may have an audio component to it to give viewers and collectors a holistic experience of the subject matter that they are observing. Another strategy that I use to enhance my traditional work is utilizing mobile devices. So in other words, some of my concepts, when people view my work, they can take their phones and then they can scan through a specific app of my artwork, and they are able to get a animated or augmented experience to get better context as to the meaning behind the work, or most importantly, be able to create deeper meanings for themselves when they view my work. And ultimately, that is my goal as an artist when I'm utilizing immersive technology.
Hi, I'm Andrea Mancuso. I'm a member of ViraCode, and I'm going to share with you some of our immersive technology works. This video that I'm going to play here is called Shared Immune Systems, and it was a video that we made for the Anderson Gallery. And in this video, we filmed this and then we projected this onto the gallery doors, sort of like the main entrance that's not used, but it is the main entrance to the building, or architecturally the main entrance. And you'll see in here that we filmed this in a different location, but then after editing it, we mapped it to the entrance. So this is this is the projection in the space. And of course, like, the projection looks best at night, and this documentation has a mixture of the projection itself and the projection, in situ in the site. So that's a projection of me cleaning a window. I'm really interested in this idea of infrastructure and communication systems, and so that's the content area around this.
One of the things we can think about as artists as we're trying to create immersive work is sound, and how we present sound within the space itself. The idea of using the spatialization of sound in artwork isn't necessarily a new idea. In fact, in 1958 at the World's Fair in Brussels, Ioannis Xenakis created work that used 425 speakers in an architecturally purposely built building to help localize sound. And he called his work Clouds of Sound. So I'm interested in presenting sound in ways where we can hear it as if we are in the middle of an event.
As a percussionist, a sound designer, and a multimedia artist, immersive technology gives me the means to engage the audience in an interactive world where we use percussion instruments as well as touch technology. Additionally, this world is enhanced by surrounding them with video, which further enhances the production.
Something I've been playing a lot with is sculpting using virtual reality. So I'm using my hands and my body and in real time crafting my own environment. And then I can put other people in that environment with me, and they can be a different scale than me. I can have them in the palm of my hand and move them around and put them in these crazy worlds that we draw together. And then after all that, I can use a 3D printer to summon or conjure those 3D forms into the physical reality.
And I think it's all about access, at least what I see in those kind of tools. It's easy access to high level of production. So where before you would have a pretty steep learning curve with things like 3D software like Maya, you can jump in right with your hands and start mark making in 3D. And so sculpting and that kind of thing becomes way more accessible. So artists need to get in and explore immersive technology and see what kind of things it can be asked to do and how it can work as a personal expression medium. It's coming. It's gonna be a part of our everyday experience, just as cell phones are.
There are a lot of potential applications for this, and like any tool, I believe that there are dangers. But I think that the advantages are at least equal to the dangers. And so trying to figure out what those are, how to use them, and how to make really cool stuff with them is what we're going to try and do.